Hey everyone, Ginger Gargoyle here. Look, it's not purple, but it's not exactly a how-to either. I want to take a closer look at the Sweet Birthday Kit. Alright, so you might remember that I bought the Sweet Birthday Card Kit from Simon Says Stamps. And, oh, I guess I don't have the card handy. And so I want to take a look at some of the components that are included. In specific, the Glitz Glitter Gel from Gina K, the Rainbow Shattered Glass Sheets. Okay, these are simply deco foil, so anything you can do with deco foil, you can do with these. We'll go over some of that. The Celebrate stencil, I put some black paper behind there so you can actually see what it looks like. An item that I forgot to put into the original video. Oh, what did I do with the glitter? No, not the glitter, the sequins. Oh, I lost my sequins. I took a look at the sequins, and I found that they actually are sequences, guys. Looking at them before, I thought for sure that maybe they were bits of, they had rhinestones in there, but they do not. It is just sequins without the holes, and now I can't find where I put them. Oh, this is amazing. It's just been one of those days. And a closer look at these stamps. Mostly to take a look at the solid ones, because sometimes when they color them solid in black like that, it's kind of hard to tell exactly how they're going to look, especially with these clear stamps. So, let's take a look at what I did. Well, first, let's look at this ribbon. Alright, this is a specialty ribbon. It has a pink organza base. Let's see if I can't get this to focus on that. Okay, it has a pink organza base, or not organza, it's got a pink base to it. Okay, and then you can see that they wove through some gold tinsel-like material, and it basically becomes glitter that doesn't shine on your fingers. Okay, so it's like it gives the shine of glitter without making a mess. So if you love the sparkle of glitter but you don't want the mess, this stuff works great. And I like the wooden spool that it comes on. If you've ever looked at buying wooden spools, you know they can be rather expensive. So I'm really glad that I got some of this. I think I got something like 3 foot of it. It's not a lot, but it's enough to play with. Okay. And then, oh, there it is. Okay. And then these sequins, I did find them. Look at that. Okay, I was looking at them, and I was feeling them through the bag, and I thought, oh, those aren't sequins, those are rhinestones. So I took some out, and they are indeed sequins. They just simply do not have, the little hole punched inside. I'll try to hold it this way, and, yeah, because I have my fan on. It's been a wacky day today. It got up to almost 80 degrees today here at the resort in Wisconsin. And it was like 56 yesterday, and it's supposed to get down to like 54 or 52 tomorrow. So, yeah, winter is coming. But you can see that they're round, and you know they look like sequins, only they do not have holes. So if that's the type of look you're going for, that's great. Now, what I did was I did some stamping, and I used some Tim Holtz Distress inks, which I have put away and someplace. You can probably hear me feeling for my my case. Oh, here they are. Okay. Alright, so I have this case that I keep them in. It's a Ferrero Rocher. Alright, and most people don't realize that you can, in fact, stamp with regular distress ink. You just have to be kind of quick, and you have to go and kind of huff onto the inks when you go to stamp with them, just before you stamp with them, and that refreshes the ink just enough. Alright, and I used, as you can see, I used the Seedless Preserves, which was much darker than I thought it was going to be. And since this was the first time I stamped with it, my lines are not complete. They're not solid, shall we say. So, because the way that silicone and polymer stamps work is they have a coating on them, and you have to work that coating off. One way is to make a test stamp like this. Another way is to take a pencil eraser and rub it. Sometimes you can just get it off with your hands, and sometimes if you just take it on a stamp cleaner, it'll work. But I decided to go ahead and stamp so you can see what some of these look like. Now remember, you can exchange parts of the faces, so if you don't like this mouth, but you like this mouth, then you can just replace that mouth. Or if you don't like, if you want not round cheeks, but rounds around the eyes, you can stamp those eyes and then put those eyes around it. Or if, say, you like those eyes better, you can use those eyes, yada, 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 who. If you don't want that cloud to have a face on it, but you want this clown to have a face on it, you can do that too, or on the balloons, or anywhere else. And you can see the words. See, it's your birthday, happiest birthday to you. Let's celebrate, celebrating you. Whoop. Happy magic birthday, or have a magical birthday. Yeah, read the full word before you say it, Meg. Wishing you a sweet birthday, okay? Or if you want the cupcake to have a face, you can put that on there. Okay, but this is what I really want to look at. You can see that the happy, it didn't print the greatest, and that is because it was a new stamp. Okay, next time I go to stamp this, these will be much more solid. And then I just cleaned it off with a baby wipe, which they actually don't recommend for the polymer ones, but it's all I had handy. So, you can see that you get two solids, and you get two with cutouts in there. This one is kind of a rope or a candy cane cut, and this one has polka dots. I think they're polka dots. They're either polka dots or stars. Let's see. Let's see what they are supposed to be. They are supposed to be polka dots. Okay. Alright. And like I said, next time I go to stamp with this, it'll be so much easier. And then I played with my Thermal Web. Okay, these two products are from Thermal Web. And this is not a real good representation of that one. Okay, so the Deco Foil Rainbow Shattered Glass Sheets. Static electricity loves these things. They will stick together like you wouldn't believe. And they're hard as heck to get back in because of static electricity. Keep a static cloth nearby to cut down that static electricity. Or, yeah, I suppose you could spritz them with a little water. Okay, so anything you would do for Deco Foil, you can do with these. On the back, it says to use only with, and this kind of cracked me up when I read this. It says to use exclusively with Deco Foil adhesives and toner sheets. You do not have to do that. If you have a laser printer, okay, you print up solid whatever it is that you want to deco foil, and you need a deco foil and you need a laminator. And then you take a piece of copy paper, you fold it in half, you print up whatever it is that you want to have covered with the sheet. You stick that, and then you stick this on the top, silver side down, okay, because the silver is the back, on top of the black spot that you want to have filled. You put that inside and you run that through your laminator. It will transfer. Or what I did here is I just used double-sided tape, guys. I put down double-sided tape and I grabbed one corner off of each sheet, and you can see that I got a pretty nice rainbow of color there. This one, I put it down, and then I took my scraper and I ran it over the top to act like a bone folder. It came off just fine. It's nice and smooth. This one, I put it down and I rubbed it and pulled it up, but I didn't rub it real hard, or too hard actually, and so it kind of curled up here at the corner. This one I missed. I put it back down and I still missed it a little bit, and it tried to peel that back up, but that gave me an idea for something we can do later. And then these two, which turned out perfect, I just laid it on the top so that I knew that it was completely covered, rubbed it lightly with my finger and peeled it off. I rubbed it lightly with my finger and peeled it off, and those turned out wonderfully. Then, let's see, for this stencil, I did not tape this down. I highly suggest using something to hold this in place. So whether it is a double-sided tape of some sort, or sticky notes, or the 3M sticky note tape, or the I'm trying to find my the Sizzix put out some stuff for holding down your dies when you're putting it through your die cutting machine. That will work for this too. I cannot find them at the moment, but anything like that, even double stick tape on the back, you want to hold this down, because that was the one thing that I found when I did this, was I had used squeezed lemonade and I want to say worn lipstick to do this with, and you can see that when I did the squeezed lemonade, because I did the worn lipstick first, and I went, oh, it needs to have just a little more pop to it, so I put in the squeezed lemonade. You can see I didn't quite line it up correctly, so that was that. And then finally the Gina K. Let me turn this around. You can see that it's got a pearlescent finish to it. This one I'm going to have to play with a little more, because I did not use my palette knife. I just used my finger, and it's dry. It's completely dry. It's got a little bit of a sparkle to it, but because I didn't use my palette knife, I didn't get enough of the sparkle. I just used my finger, stuck it in, and rubbed it on. Okay, guys, that's it for now. That is the closer look at the sweet birthday kit, which I received from SimonsSaysStamp.com. The kit itself is sold out, but many of these pieces are sold individually over on their website. So, yeah, go check them out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.